Anyone not ready? Fantastic.
I'm here.
All right. No. So, working through the night, working your guys' 3 shifts. By the third shift, so 6, 12. Yeah, nearing the end of the third shift, getting into a little past midday on the 18th of April, you hear excited yells as light is seen at the other side of the stones and the pathway is made clear. 17 hours in total. Currently, Lady Avelina is, I believe, on the crew working.
Who's awake right now, actually?
So,
I guess it'd probably be about 2 of the crews.
So what? I did not last night write down your guys' shifts. I don't think. Let me go check my notes.
Yeah, I don't think we really actually decided on an order so much as I wanted to be on a different shift from Bezoit and from Emus.
Correct.
Okay, everyone roll a d20.
I was gonna say I think I took the first.
14.
8. 6.
We came really close to being every other number.
No
So
initiative
Bezoit was
added to
14.
that, right?
No, Bezoit was 14. What was Boogie?
No. Bezoit was 8.
Who's 14?
Emus is 14.
Okay, Boogie, what are you?
10.
Okay. So Bezoit was first shift, Boogie was second shift, and Emus was on the last shift. Calamacy, I don't know where you were.
Number 6.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just separating it into the information I had was I don't want to be on this shift or this shift, so you choose which shift you would want to have been on. Either the one with Bezoit, the one with Emus, or the one with Boogie.
One with cover of darkness if possible, because I kind of wanted to try and sneak off and get rid of this body in my bag.
Okay, so you would have done the first shift then?
Yeah.
Like you would have wanted to work through the night.
Like, I would have wanted my off time at night so that I could sneak away.
Okay, so then you can choose second or third shift. Second shift started very early in the morning, probably around like 4 a.m. or like 3 a.m.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. So you were on second shift with Emus then.
Okay.
With me.
So, I'm going to put you guys over at camp then.
So
Unless
now
you would
Emus
not have
is
been
the
at
one
camp.
on shift.
Yeah.
Because he rolled the highest number out of a d20.
I lied. Actually, Evelina would have been on the second shift. All right, so you guys back at camp, Emus. You currently working with a group of knights, Kenneth and Remy on your shift. You guys break through to the other side of the grove here.
Oh boy.
You hear people yelling out, "Hey, we're at the other side!" and begin chiseling faster, excited. The rock breaking away as they get more and more area they can swing into.
Emus is going to incur. Yeah, all right, sweet, cool. What time of day is it?
1:30
1:30 a.m. p.m.
p.m.
p.m. Okay. So I'm the only one of the group that's awake right now, right?
No.
I'd imagine the
only one
others
on
were
shift.
probably they're awake at this
Okay.
time, but yeah, they probably would have woken up around like 10 a.m. at the latest. I'm assuming.
I'm gonna come over and just announce to the people that are awake, like, "Hey, we made it through the other side. Let's start marking out and get
And as
ready
you come
to."
around the hill, you can smell the like fresh pork. Someone had caught a wild hog and is currently camping it, cooking it on the campfire.
Dude, campground looks great.
Thank you, thank you. Everyone looks over and Lady Evelina says, "Fantastic. Please, let's go see this scene that you've described." She's gonna make her way over. Is everyone else joining? There's gonna be Kevin, Eleanor, the Broadback family, and a couple of the knights are staying back, eager to eat this hog.
Hmm.
So, Emus, we don't actually need the villagers for the excavation itself, right?
Suppose not.
I look a little bit relieved when you said yes. I mean, that when you said that.
As you guys walk up through, you guys hear Kenneth. Hey man, that wasn't too long of work. You figuring you need any more help or?
Oh, we should be fine from here. Thank you, thank you. And I want to make sure I pay everyone.
Yeah, if you want to just give me the money, I'll take it back to everyone, divvy it up.
No, you can let them know to come to me and I'll give it to them individually.
All right, man. I mean, that'd take a lot of time, but I suppose. And as he runs off to go tell people, Lady Evelina instructs one of her knights to return with the others, taking only her right-hand man with her.
I'll stay behind. I'm gonna call over to the group. I'm gonna stay behind to pay everyone real quick. Go ahead without me.
See you
Why
soon.
wouldn't you give it to one of the guards?
Cause I can handle it real quick. That's fine.
All right, so I'm not gonna make you go all the way over there. As you go
Until
over
we get into
there,
a big battle and almost die, and there's Seth running away again.
as you get over there, following behind you is Kenneth. Everyone else is already over there. A total of. So there's Kevin, Kenneth, Eleanor, Baelnor, and Remy. So 5 gold total.
Okay, and I make sure I hand everyone their gold.
And
5 gold
We're-
total.
We're free to head back now, Remy asks.
But yeah, of course. We're not keeping you here. I mean, we're here voluntarily.
No. He puts a hand up. I was just curious if there's more work to be done. That's all.
Oh no, we'll handle it from here. Thank you.
Very well. We'll start taking down the tents and helping the knights with anything they need, and we'll be on our way. Thank you. And Eleanor puts her hand on his shoulder and kind of rubs it like, good job. All right. And as you guys come to the opening of this entrance, Lady Evelina trails in and kind of just takes a long, slow walk forward, looking around, scanning, somewhat for danger and somewhat just taking in the mess. I figured out how to make trees fallen.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is a lot of good work.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. All right, what are you guys doing?
We're gonna
Making
go up
sure
to
she
the
walks in the right direction.
last
Yeah.
place we knew, right?
Yeah, I'm,
Okay, so you guys are literally just
kind of
okay.
guiding her towards the fallen tree. I mean, the hideout.
Okay. It's a pain in the butt to move her guy with him, so I'm just gonna move her. She's gonna make her way up all the way to the top. It's kind of difficult terrain to get through, but it's nothing requiring a skill check or anything. You notice it takes quite a bit of time navigating the debris. And as you guys come up onto the hill, you can see the remains of the tree crumble down around you, all the branches, and it's just a ton of like limbs and leaves, everything covering the ground. But that door still standing, kind of crooked.
Emus is gonna have kind of a sad look on his face, like he feels maybe a little responsible for what happened here, and he's not okay with it.
So the metal, this huge metal door is standing but crooked.
Yeah, it's like at a slight angle, like something had like that fell on it, like drove it slightly into the ground. At like, we're talking at like a 2 to 4 degree angle, something like that. Like nothing super big.
Okay, so it's like leaning inward or outward or something like that.
Right. No, not like, yeah, like this side. Hold on. Like this is pushed slightly down.
Oh, okay, cool. But we can just walk right past it without.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
You don't. Yeah, you don't even need to use the door. It is supported on this side slightly, though you feel like if you guys pushed hard enough, you might get the door to fall over.
So this is the hideout that we told you about. It was invisible to our friends. Do you see the door right here?
He eyes it up and down. Yes.
Oh, good. The illusion magic must be gone.
And as you look around, you do note that those stones surrounding the structure are also gone.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna walk over, and you guys see crumbled through the this part of the floor completely gone through. Just the drop down into that basement. The force of whatever crashed down, dropping that ladder with it.
So I am hiding that I'm looking around, but I say into the hood, guys, we need that Eye of Chaos before her.
Out of game, I don't recall what we did with it.
It was somewhere within the treehouse.
Is it
Yeah,
on like the second or third floor or something? Maybe it's on the north side.
well, Boogie, if you ask nicely, I can use my sharp eyes to see if I can spot it amongst the rubble.
Uh,
But ask
I-
nicely.
I don't think I'm going to ask nicely because freaking the Lady Evelina is right here, and if I ask you, then she will hear it.
Well, with that being said, Emus is going to start picking through the wreckage to see if we can find anything of note, no interest.
So, you might have remembered by yourself that we omitted that detail while we were explaining everything to her yesterday.
I'm going to use my ring and speak to creatures to Emus because he doesn't have a hood. And I'm going to ask him, hey, can you see if you can find that the egg of chaos?
Does that allow me to respond?
You've got to speak with creatures ring?
No, I don't know if it does or not. It doesn't say.
Yeah, remember she tried to use it on the animals the other day, and we were like, you can't, you don't share the same language.
Huh. Actually, no, sorry, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I do remember that. As long as she maintains the ring's effects on you, like maintains its connection with you, requiring concentration, she can keep a back and forth going.
Okay. Well, then I'll go ahead and respond. Yeah, of course. And then out loud, Amos is going to say, hey, I'm going to start digging through this wreckage here, see if we can find anything. There were some potentially dangerous items that probably shouldn't be left here amongst, the coffins.
I understand. Allow us to help. What are we searching for?
I'm gonna-
Go ahead, Bisweet.
I was just going to say I was going to nod my head towards Emus and look at Boogie and ask him, hey, can you faction a ladder to get down to the lower levels? That's where she wanted to see that casket.
No, the distance is not. I can't make a wooden object that long. Really, Cal is a better person to talk to.
Why could you not
she's
make a
got
ladder that
fancy
long
rope.
now that you can 3D print?
Oh, I can? Okay. Well, heck yeah.
Yeah, remember if you continue to draw, like Remember the whole thing I
Okay, yeah, it can
explained
be
where
incredibly tall then. Awesome.
basically until you run out of ink.
Yeah. Yes, I can. Um, but
Can we gather wood or anything for you to help?
Oh, yeah, I guess that would be helpful. But I was going to say, I think that it'd be useful for Emus here to get a protection from good and evil in order to just go ahead and search by himself real quick. And then we would make the ladder for him or for us.
That's a good idea, Boogie. I'm gonna look back over at I forget her name again.
Lady
Sorry,
Lady Avelina.
Abelina, and say, so there might be some magical artifacts left behind here that are, you don't want to touch accidentally. So if you don't mind giving me about 10 minutes or so to sort through what I can see here and make sure that someone doesn't accidentally touch something they shouldn't.
I understand. And as soon as you say there's things around here that like what you just said, she reaches into her bag and pulls out a little vial of water with some silver and iron and crushes it in her hand, speaking a spell. And
I am also going to cast
on
detect
herself, yeah, on herself, kind of. She can't. No, she casts protection for evil or good, but she does it on
Oh.
herself.
Well, Emus is not going to do the cast protection of good and evil. He's going to cast detect magic.
Okay, and
What?
then she's also going to cast it on her knight.
And then
Okay.
I'm gonna.
I think that's a concentration spell, though.
Oh yeah, it is. Your good call. Good call. So she doesn't do the second thing. I didn't see that.
I'm
Ah,
gonna
fuck
start
that
gathering wood and put them in piles for Boogie.
I'll totally like help, and also organize it. I'm. It's almost acting, but I'm like really trying to take the focus away from Emus trying to get that egg.
So you currently do not detect any. That's not true. In this rubble here, there's some. One second. Let me look.
I bet you it's some of the weapons.
Yeah, there's a lot of magical items here.
Some transmutation magic coming from here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go investigate that area, dig through the rubble, see if I can find anything.
Okay, and not too. Actually, make an investigation check.
17 plus 4, 20. That's 21. 21. Yeah.
Okay, so
Nice.
moving the rubble aside, you find in the wreckage near the completely destroyed throne chairs that were there, um, the sister cloak to that cloak of wild shape with the Fenrir fur.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm gonna shove that into one of my pockets and continue searching the rubble, see if I can find anything else.
Okay, and as you make your way over this way, you pick up on some magic coming from this way that is a ton of. It looks like this, like. So when you're watching it with detect magic, the auras it puts off are like these little translucent little colors, right? And you see a ton of these little things in the shape of an egg surrounding each other and overlapping each other, and it's this super dense. Like it wouldn't happen from just a single magical enchantment. Like it's layered enchantment after enchantment after enchantment, and there's this very dense evocation magic radiating from this area.
Well,
Was it good?
I'm gonna go over and try to dig that up then, and I'm assuming it is the egg.
Yeah, but it's massive.
So as you move away some of the wood, you see wedged underneath a heavy crossbeam pinned with the weight of the rubble, um, about a 4-inch gap, and through that gap you can see the Eye of Chaos.
Eye of Chaos, not Egg of Chaos.
Yeah, we've been
Oh.
calling it an egg the whole time.
Well, because it does look like a dragon egg.
Yeah. Some sort of crystal dragon egg.
So am I able to reach it and pull it out?
So as
Or
you
is it
go to
not able
reach
to
in,
fit?
like it pinches up near as your elbow comes up to your bicep, like you can't get that side of your arm. There's only 4 inches there. And as you go to test the weight, it seems pretty heavy. You're gonna have to unpin it.
Okay, so like, if I command the straps of my chest piece to reach down there and try to yank it out, they wouldn't.
They would be able to reach out and wrap around it, but even there's only 4 inches for it to go anywhere, and you can't fit that massive eye through 4 inches of space. Remember, this thing's like it's massive. It's like over 250 pounds or something like that.
You could
I'm
fit a
gonna.
bag through that, I bet.
Oh, that's a good. Can I shove a bag of holding through there?
Yeah, I guess, man. I didn't think of that. I guess.
So I do not have a bag of holding, so I'm gonna call out. Hey, Bizzle Boogie, can I come over here? Can you come over here real quick? And can I borrow one of your bags of holding?
Damn.
I'm gonna call back and say I gave mine to Tammy.
Oh, shoot. Yeah,
She
sure.
duplicate it.
There you go. By the time I get to, like, here, I've gotten it out and I toss it over to him.
All right,
I grab some more sticks and head back over to my pile.
I'm gonna stuff the bag down into the hole and then try to get it wrapped around the egg and then pull it
So
back
it's kind of difficult to maneuver. Like you slide the bag sideways in. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me.
out. At advantage because I'm using my straps to aid me.
I think it's just the straps only.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 19.
Nice.
19 plus. Wow, I have points in sleight of hand. I did not know that. 23.
So you slip the bag in and are able to navigate the lips of the bag open, and precariously, like it goes as smoothly as you think it could. Like it just and almost like this snake mouth eating an egg. This bag opens up over the top and consumes the contents of the egg, and goes back down to its regular size, and you're able to pull it up. It does get so if it's empty and then it has some weight in it, you do notice a little like it does gain up to a certain amount of weight. So you notice it's a bit tighter, but as it gets up to the mouth with a pretty sturdy pull through, you'd be able to yank it through.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna slowly but steady make sure I'm not like tearing it on anything. Pull it back out.
Okay, and you can sense around 30 feet in view, like this rubble goes up quite a bit, pinned in between some of this rubble upstairs. There's quite a bit of that stuff that was on the third or fourth floor. All the magic items that were here are still here, just in the rubble. Some of
Right.
them are destroyed, but
That's exciting.
Well, I'm gonna say, I think I have found the worst of the ones. I'm gonna keep searching through the rubble though. If you guys want to start working your way down.
Well, that's good you found the very worst, but I was thinking that we were gonna go grab that amulet.
Oh, well, yeah, but we have to have a ladder to go down there to get it first. What I'm saying is, as you're making the ladder, I'm gonna keep searching through the rubble as long as I have detect magic action active and.
Yeah, okay, so I'll go ahead and go ahead and pick up on that hint. Like we've got through the worst of it. Well, he's not down next to the coffin. So I'm going to start crafting a ladder out of this wall over here.
I don't see your marker. Okay.
So I have it kind of pinned up against the wall in order to draw it. Actually, I'd ask for somebody to help me keep it there because I'm wanting to draw it and have it go down at the same time. So, like, if somebody were over here, then
I will help. I'll aid.
cool. Then they'd be able to keep it on that end while I'm able to draw, and then maybe even a second person feeding me pieces of wood as I'm drawing in order to save on ink.
I see what you're saying. You're basically welding with the ink wood the cross sections of the two pieces of wood, I'm assuming.
Right. Like once all this ink wears off, then all of these pieces of wood are just going to fall onto the ground in the pit.
Okay, so you guys, I would like you to make a with your proficiency bonus, roll a d20 for your skill check in your art, and then Zoit, I would like you to make a just make a generic dexterity check for me.
Okay.
Boogie
Along with
6.
my other roll, right?
What other roll?
The D20 with proficiency.
Oh, that's me. I'm the
Oh,
one drawing using my artist proficiency.
okay. Dexterity. I got a 9.
Okay, I got a
Okay.
6, and that's with proficiency.
Okay. So as you're drawing the first time trying this, there's a couple times where the ladder almost like completely tips over. There's like and you guys like get it back together. The cross sections of the ladder, some of them are at angles, so like there's these odds like pieces where the ladder's a little bit wider and where it's a little bit narrow. Overall, it's functional, but it does look a little janky.
With each slip up and each, whoa, I'm sorry, Boogie, sorry.
Well, I'm sure it's more my own problems. So, it's okay if the ladder is ugly, but if it actually looks like it's not going to hold me, specifically me.
No, that wood is super strong, man. Like it's
Okay, cool.
That stuff is like
it's just
wooden
it's
metal.
bendy and ugly ladder. Cool.
Right. Functional but hideous.
Okay. Cool.
And as you do that, you watch as Lady Evelina and her right-hand man sit there and just kind of watch and wonder. That is an incredible magic item you have.
Yay, thank you.
Maybe when we're done here, would you be willing to trade it for something?
Almost definitely not. But I'd be open to find out.
Oh, I understand.
Almost
Well.
definitely not. Mostly.
All right. And as you guys get closer to the entrance, being just outside of the radius, you guys can hear from further down this.
Hey, you might have the AI on. Oh, after I started talking, I started hearing your whispers. Yeah,
Yeah, it's similar to the sound you guys heard the last time when the curse had activated on the amulet. You would probably recognize it the same.
okay, yeah, so,
It is at this moment you'd probably also get the impression that the amulet has respawned and is back down there.
oh yeah, for sure.
But real quick, before my detect magic wears off, I would also like to head down and start using it down there. The rest of the use down there.
Oh, so you're going
Even though
downstairs?
knowing that you just
Okay.
heard what you heard.
As
Yeah.
you head downstairs, getting to the bottom, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Great.
Sure hope you did that at advantage.
8.
Good job.
Oh boy. Here we have, see what happens next.
All right. As you get down to the bottom of the stairs, this whispering penetrates your ears, and your consciousness seems to shift. And you feel this new conscience kind of take hold, and it feels compulsory, and you agree with it, and it's like this compelling desire to go claim ownership, to take this item on the floor and get away with it. We're gonna go ahead and probably roll initiative here.
Wonderful.
23.
Does protect good and evil have to be by touch?
It
No,
does.
but it has to actually be cast on the person.
Protection from evil good. At least the one she has is a touch spell.
It is a touch spell.
Oh, sorry.
Emus.
All right, 20 to 30. Boogie.
Why
go
couldn't
ahead.
you protect yourself?
Because I wanted to detect magic. Emus got 21.
What was yours, Boogie? 21 as well, right?
23.
Okay. Calamithy, Zoe.
18.
14.
See, I don't want to go down there.
Mm-hmm.
Boogie.
Taking
As
out my bow?
you watch him go down your kind of rating ladder. You see, I would imagine you see this happen. You see him get down there. You
well-
know the whispering's happening.
Yeah, I freaking vaguely know what's going on. I say to Amos before he starts to make towards it, do you see the amulet?
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, that that sounds kind of like he's interested in it. I'm going to go ahead and shoot at him.
Okay, make an attack roll. But this thing has caused so
24
much
to hit.
infighting. I believe that hits 24 to hit.
Hang on, I'm having headset issues. Your guys are cutting in and out.
Oh.
It's safe to roll damage. 24
okay,
hits.
yeah. Just to make sure, there's no way to actually decrease the damage I do to him, right? With this sort of weapon?
No, you can with like fist. You can make it just do 1 damage, but
Ah! Okay, it's 1 damage. Right.
well, plus your modifier.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's 4 damage.
So as you get down and take, that's pretty good. 4 piercing damage. Emus, make another Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I think I figured it out. Huh. Okay. So what happened? I
If you
think
make a second wisdom saving throw after
You got
shot.
shot. right in the back of like it grazed your bicep muscle. You're gonna
Okay.
take 4 piercing damage and make a
Oof,
wisdom saving
ouch.
throw. 4's
Alrighty.
not bad.
There's another one coming for you if you continue to sound like that.
13 plus 3, so that's 16.
That's sorry, that fails.
Which direction is it? I call out to him.
And
Amos, that's up to you whether you want to respond or not. You're not compelled to.
I'm gonna get kind of a nasty tone in my voice. Why do you want to know? Do you want to take it from me?
Okay, I shoot again.
Okay. So this arrow comes down. direction is
It's only 10 damage, or 10 to hit.
The second arrow grazes by your face, smacking into the stone, and ricocheting off. Is that the end of your turn, Boogie?
Yeah, that's all I got. Wait, actually, I guess I'll go ahead and back away from the hole a little.
How much do how much? Can I roll for something real quick, or maybe you can roll for me? Um, whether Emus is gonna just run for the amulet, or if he gonna try to respond to Boogie's attacks.
Your motivation is that you want the amulet.
Correct, and now you're a threat to me, trying to stop me from getting it. So how would
What
I?
would if Emus were on a mission and all these people upstairs were monsters right now, and you were trying to get out like with this amulet, and you were trying to get to safety? What you were trying to get the amulet to safety away from them?
God
What
damn
would you
it!
do?
All right, where's the amulet at right now? Can you actually? Oh, okay, so okay, right, it's in the coffin. Okay. Am I currently standing on difficult terrain?
You are.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then I'm gonna dash. 5, 10, 15, and then I still have half my movement speed. I grab it.
Okay. As you walk down, reaching down and touching the amulet. Sorry.
So I announced to everybody around, doing damage helps him snap out of it.
Kill him. As you fire those two, Lady Avelina and hold on, I have his name written down. Let me just see. An unfortunate name, Chadwick.
What,
So
his
she
name is
turns.
Lippy?
What?
I'll find it.
What'd you say?
Never mind.
So she looks over at him, and they both look over in shock at you, and they're sitting there, not making. They're not like yelling or anything. They're studying. They're very perplexed, but are analyzing the situation, trying to grasp what's going on. Emus, you are going to. What's your
Yeah.
alignment?
So this is even after I just said that.
What did you say?
So, after shooting, he's still going towards the amulet. I say, to people within 20 feet or something.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. They're still they're trying to analyze. Are you crazy? Is he crazy? What's going on? They're just right now analyzing.
Okay. It's a lot to take in. We really should have briefed them better.
I am neutral good.
Great.
Would you prefer it if I was a neutral?
Well, no, because you're just going to take a lot of damage now. That thing almost killed me.
As you pick it up, there's a massive pulse doing 28 necrotic damage to you.
I'm
Make it,
resistant to necrotic. Or,
hey, lucky
yes, I'm
you.
resistant to necrotic, so it's 14 damage, right?
Correct. Lucky you, lucky you. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, don't fail me now. I rolled a 4, so 8.
So you fail as this object hits you. You look confused and tighten your grip on it. How could it betray you? And is that the end of your turn?
You got another 15 feet of movement.
And I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna start running this way. 5, 10, 15.
And as you run, keeping it in your grasp, ending your turn with it in your hand, you're going to take another
15.
16.
Oh, 16. 16.
Right? Is it rounded up or rounded down? I thought it was rounded up.
I thought it was rounded down, but I already had him marked 16. It's fine.
This seems worthy of a quick check.
Okay.
I mean, not that the 1 hit point matters that much. It's just like, let's get it right.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
It's rounded down. 15 damage.
Okay.
But it's the ultimate evil, so round it up, bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, doesn't he only take half because he's?
No, that's
That
what I
is
already
half.
have that. That is half.
That's
Oh,
that is what we just talked about. Yeah.
gotcha.
All right, and that's the end of your turn, Calamity. So that's almost like sucking this life energy out of you.
Oh,
You almost get this feeling like it's like if this thing kills you, the maw and the green smoke swirling within, it almost feels like this infinite void pooling and like almost like it wants you to just dive into the center of it and be consumed by it.
Why did
I
it
can't in
behave?
here.
Why did it behave this way the first time we came across it?
Did? This is completely within expectations.
Well, it was free from the coffin. I thought once it'd be reunited, it wouldn't have the same effects. That was my bad.
Calamity, what you doing?
I guess. I'm gonna shoot one beam of Eldritch Blast at him.
Heck yeah.
Because that doesn't have any. Wait, I gotta make sure whether it's a spell attack. It is a ranged spell attack, so let me see if I even hit him.
It's pretty far.
No, I don't. 13 doesn't hit.
Are you high enough level to cast 2 of them yet?
Yeah, I guess I can cast 3.
Oh, freaking go nuts.
Okay.
I say.
I guess just go until I hit him once.
So you come over and it
And
missing
begin.
just slightly.
I'm not
he's
meant
like,
to hurt with Eldritch Blast. I missed all of them. My next 2 were a 3 and a 4.
he's like, go ahead, keep going. And it's like it keeps missing. And Lady Evelina looks over you like, are you new to this?
Yes.
But also, definite a shift in her demeanor seeing the magic. So wait, your turn.
Dagnabbit. I am going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta
Roll
find
your
it.
d4s as you walk over to the edge and sending out these magical missiles. They, without needing aimed, find the target. How many do you shoot? 3, right?
Yeah. 2, 1, 1. So plus
Okay.
Oh,
3.
that's so good.
So it was 2 plus 3 is 5. and then 4-4.
So 13.
No. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
12. No, you're right. 13. You're right. 13.
Very good, son.
Okay.
So go ahead and make
Emus-
another.
Emus crying out in pain. They can't take you away from me. 15 plus 3 for 18.
And as you say so, your eyes seem to unglaze and you get this breath of fresh air, like almost like you were intoxicated with this fragrance. You snap out of the charm.
Yes.
And if that means we're no longer in turn order,
We're still in turn order.
damn it.
The knight's gonna look over. I'll do anything I can to help. And he's gonna reach into his pocket and he's gonna pull out this like crystal rod that's red at the tip, and he's gonna close his eyes and put both hands on it, and he's gonna aim, seeming a little bit nervous and scared at it, like he hasn't had a whole lot of experience with it. We watch like this beefed up Roman candle explodes down. And does this odd like kind of curve thing on its way to Emus's head, and just does this weird like spin thing in air and veers off, smacking into the ground. He rolled horrible.
You better holler up. Emus. I'm good.
The knight's gonna look down, or sorry, I went out of turn here, but now it's Lady Evelina's turn. Lady Evelina's going to.
Oh, you got them both listed as knights.
She's gonna reach out with a holy symbol of Saloon, close her eyes, and whisper a prayer, and you feel this odd sensation, and you're going to gain 4 HP and 4 temporary hit points.
Neat.
Emus
So that
is?
means
Awesome.
I am at 43 plus 4 temp. Got it. All that damage and I'm only at half health.
Boogie. Yeah, if you weren't necrotic or resistant, it'd probably kill you.
Hey, Emus. What are you going to do with that thing?
Emus is very clearly, his demeanor has changed. He's come to a skidding halt, and you see him make a motion
Dan's
like
on
he's
his way here. Is he here?
Your mic's on, Mo.
And what the deal?
Uh,
So, Emus, what?
and you see me make the motion to go stick it in one of my pockets of holding.
You're off. You're not charmed anymore. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it into the pocket of holding. I'm trying to get it out of
Okay.
this plane of existence.
Okay, yeah, that's that's far and away good enough for me. I'm not shooting at him.
Wait, no. Remember the last time we tried the pocket thing? It just teleported again.
Whatever. That's good enough for me. On my turn, I'm not shooting since you pointed towards your pocket.
All right.
All right, and if that's
And
is
I'll
that
go
what
ahead
you're
and
doing,
move.
Emus?
What? Actually, I'm going to not so much not shoot as put my arm off to the side, like
Yeah, I
don't
get
dive
you.
towards
Like, hey,
him,
hold
sort
back,
of
hold
thing.
back. Emus, are you actually doing that on your turn?
Yes, I'm going to be dropping. I'm going to be actually just literally dropping the talisman and letting my straps grab it and tucking it into another dimension.
Okay. And with that, we are going to end turn order as this item, and you hear this like that whispering, humming thing disappear from existence as it drops into the bag.
And I'm gonna
And the
turn
straps
around.
do almost like this little, like clapping the dirt off their straps kind of thing, and then settle back into their buckles.
Enos is gonna turn around and look up, and then kind of just like sit down on the floor real hard and be like, "Okay, that hurt."
Good work, team. So that's what the amulet does to us.
Lady Evelina nods and begins making her way past, letting herself be vulnerable as she passes across this like great chasm. And Clamsy, and she looks over and looks at Clamsy and says, "Would you mind if we had a talk later?"
Sure. I don't know if I will disclose everything.
Clamy's in trouble. She needs to see the teacher after class.
She studies you for a moment. She looks slightly judgmental, but also a little sad. And she's gonna make her way down.
I'm going to wait until she's fully down in order to send the ladder also. Like, if it shifts at all, that's a little bit sucky.
No, the ladder, the condition, like it's strong ladder. The wood is
Yeah,
super
it's strong, but also... Oh, yeah, okay, if it's got good anchors, then yeah, it's fine.
I make my way down as well.
Like, as Evelina was halfway down, she would say, "Chadwick, wait up here." Yes, lady. Calamus, are you heading down?
Yeah, I was
Chadwick's
hoping
gonna.
he would go down too, so then I can sneak off to get rid of this body, but alas, I still get to smell smelly.
You
Well, I
didn't do
thought you
it
did
during
that
your whole
last night.
shift?
I didn't get to roll anything, so I figured it was not happening.
I will let you know, you would not notice any if you're not penetrating the barrier between the dimensions, you would not notice any smell. Once you're penetrating with your hand and like feeling in there and stuff, you would be able to smell it coming out. But if the bag's just at your side, um, it has to be like it has to be so much gas decomposing that it's like pushing its way out of that rift barrier. So
Was she able to bury it last night though, like she said she wanted to? Because you didn't have her roll for it. And her whole purpose of taking the second shift was so she could bury that.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I would just need to know where you would want to have buried him last night and see what happens from there. Where would you have buried him last night?
Okay, I'm looking at the right area in general.
But either way, I feel like you wouldn't have noticed that the bag doesn't smell. So it might not have been that she was smelling.
Okay. Well, that was my main drive, because she said I smelled, so I thought it was because I had Bonnie
Oh,
Milligan in my bag.
It would probably have you probably would have still gone out to dump the bodies and then noticed as you're pulling them out and reaching in or dumping the bodies that the smell is way different when they're out versus when they're in. Like it's not super noticeable.
yeah, Cal's got an incredible sense of smell right now.
So where would you have buried them?
I would have made my way like towards the mine, about a mile or so away from the encampment.
Okay. Make a
Way
stealth
off.
check for me on your way there and back.
Yeah, so I was going to use my my armor's thing.
Oh,
Like I
pass
did not
without
want to get
trace.
caught with dead bodies pulling out of my bag.
So you're heading off to the northwest from the camp, right? Like, I mean, from that general area, like the entrance camp.
Yeah, so it'd be kind of centrally located. If you're heading like a mile and a half that way, it'd be like you'd be in the triangle between um well, no. You'd be towards town. You wouldn't be in any triangle, but you'd be kind of in a gap between the mine and the town. Like you wouldn't be at
Okay,
the mine yet.
that's fine. And
Have I gotten any indicator that Cal did this?
So 18 plus 15 plus 10 for a 43 stealth.
Jeez.
Probably not. Yeah, she probably made off of camp like a ghost. Just
She
One
wasn't
minute
during.
there.
She wasn't in my shift, right?
no. This was well. You were on second shift, right?
Yeah. Was she on second shift?
That's what he said was second shift.
So she went and buried first shift.
During the night, while nobody was
Yeah.
looking. Okay, and then you don't even have to sleep, so you could totally fudge that.
Yeah. So at this point, everything is exactly as it was. You went out under like a fucking ghost in the night, crept your way, found a spot with some nice soft ground, a large oak tree, and kind of a meadow surrounding little tree groves. Where are you going to bury the body there?
Yeah, that works.
So what I was thinking was that I would ask if she still smells, but like I don't know that the pass without trace effect is on us, and I don't know that she snuck off because I wasn't even conscious at that time.
Yeah. With that high of a stealth roll, no one knows what she did last night.
Well, I mean,
All right.
with an incredible high, if you were on shift, you would still maybe notice that she was not there at the time. But I wasn't.
Yeah, you might have noticed that she wasn't there, but you definitely wouldn't have seen where she went, had any indication. All right. So, what are we doing?
Well, I was just going to say, first of all, that we wouldn't have noticed that because she would have been in a tent. So we wouldn't have thought anything of
No,
it.
he's talking about the people that were on the shift. Like they would have known, like who's supposed to be on the shift, and she wasn't there. So someone would have put it together, like, "Hey, she's not here," but no one would have known where she was or why she was gone or anything like that.
All right. Well, while we get down here, I'm going to look over at Lady Avelina and say, well, here's the two coffins. Obviously, this one is what we think is Sandmaster's, and here's the other one that we believe is Elemenster's.
Well, they've got their labels. The Elemenster one is undamaged, and the Sandmaster one is the one with all of the hole blasted in it.
She comes over and kneels next to the coffin and reaches out and kind of caresses the opening where the stone has fallen. And she turns, inspects the Elemenster one. Traces along the exterior, checks inside, her hand finding the emblem on the outside, caressing it. Mind telling me? Wait, during the recap, you guys would have explained to her how you got this open.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Emus, yes?
Yes.
Looks and says, "Did you guys try to open this one as well?"
No, we had our hands full after the first one. That lich thing came out and started attacking us.
We didn't get any bad vibes off of that one.
Perhaps we should.
Do you think that we should gather around and pray?
I mean,
Isn't that how we got the other one open?
no, we hit it with a hammer and a crowbar into the symbol and it
No,
cracked.
the way that we actually opened that crap up
Was having
was to have Nico steal the soul, but not really steal the soul, and let Emus blast that freaking crap open.
Yeah, I basically used self-destruct and it was very effective.
I'm talking about on the amulet symbol, which I thought made it so that the casket could open.
Well, no, we were at it for a long time trying to open it and we couldn't.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like some sort of snake face or something. Like, because of special effects, we were able to tell that there was something wrong with it.
I'm going to look
Comes
over
over
at
and
Lady
traces
Evelina and
the-
say, what do you suggest?
Well, first, you guys have lost your memories, so pardon if it's rude to ask, but you guys are aware of Sam Master's origins, correct?
From Shadowdale?
Sandmaster is one of the really good adventurers from Elminster's group, right? Along with Cyric.
She nods. You know your history well, Bugbear. That is correct. And he was also one of the original chosen of Mistra.
Mm. Go ahead. What's he trying to kill us?
So I do my like. I really wish there was a word for this. Like, you know that dog meme that I posted? Like, kind of frustrated, like this is not great. Face.
I'm going to look over at Lady Evelina and say, we also know that Sandmaster's sole purpose right now is to bring back Tiamat.
She nods. After his fall from grace with the Chosen, he founded the Cult of the Dragon and, chasing infinite power, ascended to lichdom. But
So,
if I'm entirely
when
honest, history shows that he's gone. I'm surprised to find his spirit still tied to objects and artifacts.
What do you know of Elminster?
She smiles. Crazy old wizard, thief, fighter, scoundrel, womanizer, but overall good man.
I'm just like freaking beaming even at the beginning of that description.
So what say you? How do we get in?
I think we should do the same thing you guys did with this coffin to that.
We don't have Nico.
Okay, it's an option. You think we should blast this one open also?
Instead of just trying to open it like normally.
We can try anyway, but if Elminster is the man I believe him to be, it'll be no easy task. And if you said he was sending communications, trying to get people to gather his coffin, or perhaps prevent someone else from gathering it, there had to have been a reason. He wouldn't have said that for nothing.
Wow, this sucks. As a player, I am wanting to accept what she says, but Boogie has no idea what the heck she's talking about. Like, Boogie's all Elminster didn't want that. Emus said that we wanted to save him, but that's all we know about it.
She scans the group. Where is this Nico?
Back working on refitting our ship.
Chadwick! She yells out. Send back to the ship for a boy named Nico. Yes, milady. And you hear the sound of plate metal being as he salutes with his chest and runs off.
Emus is gonna get kind of a little grin on his face. Man, I gotta get me one of those.
I think into the hood. The Shadowdale people will be asking for Nico soon. You can send him if you want, but tell me if you do. Like, I'm generally thinking towards Agatha, but
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
cool.
There is no response, and Maybe you guys should have a talk with her about wearing her hood more. Because when she's working, it's hot. She doesn't like having it up.
Jeez.
So Lady Evelina turns and says, as a chosen of a deity as powerful as Mistra, once the public recognizes your claim, you'll have more and more where that came from. You'll have more than you can handle, I'm sure.
Hey, can you repeat that, please, in like just plain talk?
Did you catch it, Emus?
Yes, I caught it. She said that once once we become more famous to the public, we'll see more treatment like that.
She walks over and starts tracing along. By and large, the basement is unfucked with.
Oh.
Hello, Emus. I think you still have the magic detection on.
No, not after that fight. I sure don't.
What? Oh, yeah,
It's
you lost
concentration.
like yeah, it's constant. You got hit like 10 times.
I mean, I can cast it again though, if you'd like me to.
Really, no. We can just look along this rubble of the hole, and I think that's good enough.
I know Emus is gonna head over to this office space back room back here and start going through the trunk that we left behind.
At
And
this point, we all know about the chess set, right?
So as you walk in, the chest is open and the chest is empty. I'd imagine everyone would know about the chest set.
Yeah, we still have it, right? Clemency has it.
Correct.
Good.
Sweet.
Are you guys wanting to wait for Nico? Are you wanting to play the chess set? Are you wanting to do something, a third option?
I do have a third option. I want to approach what's her face is as we're waiting for Nico. I want to talk to what's her face again. And
Lady Evelina.
Lady Evelina. And I'm gonna ask her. So while we wait for Nico to show up, I have a artifact that I've heard rumor of, and I was wondering if you've ever heard of it or know anything about it. It's supposed to be like this kind of like board game or something that comes to life. The chosen of or our opponent, our foes, seem to be quite interested in it, and they seem to think we have it.
So she turns from tracing her fingers along the spine and does this kind of like, like a fucking about face. And she looks at you cockeyed. Sorry, no, I've seen my share of abnormalities, but that is not one of them. And she's looking around the basement and she goes, don't get me wrong, I knew Chosen had lives above the rest, but this is. She turns and starts looking at the books again. This place is amazing.
Well, don't get too excited. It's not our place.
Is walking around looking at everything.
It looked better before it fell apart.
I sit down on the coffin, just amusedly watching her marvel.
Am I being heard?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. She turns, looks, runs over. There's an enchantment table? And she's like running her hands along it, feeling it, just like geeking out on it.
The question about the enchantment table, is it what is it made out of? What material? Is it stone, wood?
Nico will know about that. This is an obvious observation.
It looks like this very like a mixture of like I'd call it like an obsidian marble.
Okay.
That sounds so beautiful.
So there's the reason I'm asking is if this is an enchantment table and it's just going to be sat here doing no good. Maybe we could take it back to the ship and put it on the ship for us to use.
She turns and laughs. I don't even know how you'd go about doing something like that. These things are normally similar to teleportation circles. Once they're in place, they're for life. And she just
Well,
looks in complete admiration.
Well, that's a shame. I'd hate it to sit out here in the woods in this grove and go to waste.
Have you used it yet?
Nico, our companion, I believe, has.
He was trying to combine a couple cloaks. I don't think he really succeeded or failed, but he tried.
He made, well, I don't know about the cloaks, but he made my armor. He combined a couple of things and gave it some perks.
She points to the middle of the flame. And that is quite a rarity to have on an enchantment table. Do you know what that is?
I look all impressed, but I have no idea.
No. What is it?
They never talked about you this about interesting.
Well, magic isn't really my forte. I mean, being a ranger and all. So, no, my training did not include, enchantment
She raises
tables.
her hand. She's like, I don't mean to sound uppity. I honestly only heard in the upper tiers of the Harpers and on a mission was exposed to one, but that is a flame of fusion.
Oh,
And
Hey,
you
Mike.
being, yeah,
Can I have about 10 minutes?
is
You
she
guys
there?
can go ahead.